Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. The question is, can GameStop go over $300 a share next week or not? What's going to happen here? We've had an unbelievable run here. If you take a look at the chart action for GameStop the last couple of weeks, the last month, I mean, take a look at the stock. It's been in the 160, 70, 80 range for quite a while. It would touch the 190 range and then back off again. It would come back up and back up. But this past week, we broke out and we did have a run on the stock. Unfortunately, even though it hit 255 today or Wednesday, just not enough to sustain it because the reality is GameStop is not going to break any serious price point of 250, 300 or more unless it has corporate news of its own. What moved GameStop this past week to the 255 mark was information on other companies, namely Bed Bath and Beyond. The rumor on Bed Bath and Beyond was when they made their announcement that they made a deal with Kroger to distribute some of their merchandise through Kroger stores and through their e-commerce site. The rumor came out that this should really drive the stock a lot higher on a mega short squeeze. Um, Unfortunately, Bed Bath and Beyond didn't do it. The stock got to $32 on a post aftermarket session, and then the next day it couldn't break 26 and even hold it, and it's now been back to the 1920 range ever since. So, Bed Bath and Beyond couldn't do it, but that whole episode on Wednesday where Bed Bath & Beyond did explode volume-wise infected GameStop shares and AMC and other shares. And GameStop had a 10 million plus volume day to break 255. This kind of shows you, though, just how anticipatory investors in GameStop are. There are those that are in the stock that hold it. There are those on the sidelines that are prepared to jump in at a moment's notice if they're given a whiff that there could be a major short squeeze happening on GameStop shares. But I got to tell you, there's no way GameStop's going to go anywhere unless they are the instigators of the move. They have to come up with a corporate announcement that just blows the doors off of everybody's expectations. What I will say, though, is it was a great week and it's been a great month for viewers of this channel. If you're watching my show every day, 8:30 in the morning, 1 hour before the opening, and then into the market, and then 1 hour before the close every afternoon, you will note that we here on this channel are talking about GameStop all the time. We talk about a bunch of stocks that used to be SPACs that are now publicly traded companies, and they're on the move. Some are doing well, some are not doing so well. But the underlying theme here is we are not interested in just holding the stock and hoping for a breakout. Everyone else does that. Anyone else can do that. 99% of investors out there buy stock, hold it, and hope for the best. You're doing that, you're giving away most of your upside because what you can really do here, and on GameStop, it is perfect. You can write call options against a stock like GameStop and cash in on the time depreciation that these call options suffer because every Friday afternoon a new set of options are expiring that have been written and have been trading out there. And this week, looking at the chart here, I was on Wednesday begging my viewers start writing call options that expire this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after that. Take your choice. And at the beginning of the day on Wednesday, I was asking people look at writing 230 to 235 contracts, then 235 and 240 contracts, then all the way up to 245 50s, even 260s and 275s. In some cases, a number of my viewers were writing $300 call options against their shares that were going to expire December and January and February of this coming year. The premiums were so high, so juicy. In some cases, viewers were getting anywhere from $20 a share in premium up to $60 a share in premiums, just offering their GameStop shares for sale for between $230 and $275 to $300 a share. All of those contracts that were written on Wednesday, some on Thursday, have all now backed off because the shares have backed off. We're now trading again around this $210, $15 neighborhood. GameStop 211 right here, $211. We've given up $44 a share from the highs. There's nothing wrong with GameStop. There's nothing wrong with the company at all. The stock actually is higher now at 211 than it was 3 weeks ago at 160, 170. Stock's doing fine, but the options have completely crashed out. And so a lot of my viewers who wrote options in the 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 range are now sitting on contracts that are 15 to 20 to 25, maybe $30 a piece. Absolutely wonderful retracement. They didn't want to sell their shares no matter how high the shares went because they're thinking long term they're going to go higher than 255 for whatever reason they're going to go to that level. No problem at all. In the meantime, take these swings that are being handed to you and take advantage of them. Now, the other thing they have going for them is they can buy back their calls now if they want to, all day here Friday, if they'd like to. Of course, contracts that die this afternoon out of the money, and they can keep all the money they generated from the writing of these contracts. But contracts for next week, the week after, they can take their time buying them back. The good news is that a number of these contracts are still trading in the $12 to $25 neighborhood, $30 neighborhood. They will now deteriorate as every day goes by, because as long as the shares of GameStop stay under 230, 240, 250, 260, 275, these contracts have no value. The only value they have left now is time for survival, for as long as they last. But every option sooner or later has to expire. And so options that expire next Friday, Friday after next, the Friday after that, those contracts are now going to suffer dramatic drops in value on a daily basis. And this is where my viewers are cashing in handsomely, just holding their GameStop shares, hoping for a move. We have had scenarios where people did write options at 185, 190, 195 a share, and the stock moved up on them. They were able to then do rollover transactions where they bought back their existing calls at a premium, the price that they were trading at, and they turned around and immediately sold brand new contracts at the current price of the stock, 230, 240, 250, out a month, month and a half, and 2 months out, taking advantage of that huge premium that the time gave them, plus the added value of the exercise price. So I've got viewers who are watching me every day where they wrote a contract for 10, bought it back for 25, wrote a new one for 50, and now they're trading at 20. And they're going to go to zero if they want to stick around that long. Absolutely wonderful way to make money in this market. You can't get caught where you get your shares, quote, taken away from you. That's a myth. Might be bought from you, but you just turn around and buy back and write new contracts. You're always writing contracts to make capital, to make cash. If you want to learn how to do this, check out my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. In that website, I have a tab called Lessons. Check out the 10 lessons that are available on how to write options on stock, including, of course, GameStop and others. Check it out. You can watch one lesson at a time. You don't have to buy all 10 of them, none of that stuff. Just buy the ones you want. I do recommend you watch them all over time. They're 2 hours long per class, so this is not a quick 5-minute, hi, how are you? It takes a bit of investment on your part, a little bit of time, not a lot of money, but you'll quickly figure out that for the investment you're going to make, the kind of returns you can make on just 100 shares of GameStop, writing one call contract for, say, $8 on a Monday and buying it back on a Friday for $2, $600 in a week, or writing a contract, say, for $12.50 on a Wednesday, and then the next Wednesday buying that contract back for $3-4. Phenomenal returns on just 100 shares of GameStop. Learn how to do it. Check out the classes, check out the website, see for yourself. Join us live and enjoy the show. As you'll notice, my viewers, my members of my channel, comment all the time about the strategies they're using, the options they're writing, how they're buying them back, how they're winning, how they're breaking even, how they sometimes lose when the stock goes up. Then they roll over their contracts and win in the end. Join us Monday to Friday, 8:30 in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where we talk about writing options and trading GameStop and all of our other favorites. I hope that helped you. Let's see if GameStop does want to go to 300 next week. I don't know. It could. It went to 255 this week. It was 180 last week. Who knows? We'll see what happens come Monday. We'll be right back at it again. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. You take care. We'll see you later. Bye for now.